It's late at night again. Here we are. I'm sitting here scrolling through the list as always, and like, man, what do I have that has a good story? It's tough. It's tough. I have plenty of games that have good stories. Again, there's Chrono Trigger right here, Citizen Sleeper. Let's go to the top. There's plenty of games that have stories, but they are all most of them are text based. Well, not text based, but they've got a lot of text that you have to read, and I don't want to do a bunch of reading out loud. So it makes it hard to decide on what to play. So like I want something that looks fun. I don't have a story. And like the other games, like like let's just say these here. Like if I was to play either one of these, I'm sure they hold up, but it's the licensed music, and the licensed music is part of the game. So, I'm gonna have to take the hit one of these days and just play something like that. And got the Halos, which I've never no, the only Halo game I've ever finished was 3. Yeah, just 3. Um Played decent amount of 1. I had a friend like I had no interest in 2, but I had a friend that gave me a steel book version of 2 back when that was new. Like he just had extra copies, so he just gave me one. So that's how I got Halo 2. And like I remember playing multiplayer in that a little bit and just being like, I had Unreal Championship at the time. Like I'd rather play that. Um, yeah. These games are gonna be weird with the controller. I already know. RPG, bunch of menus. Um, I never finished this on here. Commencing mission. What the hell is this? Oh. Yeah, like I got a decent way into the game. Um of course this here. Planet of Lana was pretty cute because I mean it's just the story, but there's no dialogue in it. Psychonauts might be alright. Red Dead fits in with GTA, but there's no licensed music. There's that So Far Away song. Ah, it's so good. The fact that the game doesn't have music, really, like it has like themes that play, but it's not like a radio or whatever. And that moment that song hits, like I haven't finished the game since it came out, but that moment has sat with me the entire time. I thought this was done, but I don't think it is. I think it's in early access. Maybe it's done. It says no. It's yeah. See, it's early access. Because I don't really want to put a lot of time into that and then have to put it down. Shadows of Doubt. This could be okay. Gotta hook her up with something. That is my gaming pal. The person where I'm like, all right, I found a weird game here. Try this game out and see what she thinks about it. She's like, oh, this is whatever. So usually it's something that's like completely out of left field. Like she'll have things in her wish list and I'll look. I'm like, yes, but have you played this? Like for whatever reason, I think I sent her the Hello Kitty Island Adventure game. Thinking like, oh, she might like this, and she put like, I think she's put in over 100 hours. Got all the achievements. I believe she got all the achievements finally. It was like, whoops, my bad. Vanquish. Let's load Vanquish. I'm gonna load up Vanquish because I was thinking about playing Armored Core lately. I keep thinking about Armored Core. There's that game that's on here that is like anime mech girls that's on sale, like Doll's Rest or something.
Sega.
I feel like an ideal weekend for games like this is I would play through like let's say I play this, start near and also start Richard. What the hell is that game called? Whatever it's called. the game I played with Let's Party, where you play as the president defending the U.S. with a mech. Graphics. What the fuck does that mean? Turn level of detail on. Let's see if this is even possible. Oh, you know what? This should be okay. Shit. Let's see what happens. Is the screen flipping out? What's going on? Oh, look at that. It makes the image actually stable. Okay, I want to see... No, I don't want to see that battle. Leave it here. No, we'll leave that here. 1600 by... Huh? Let's try this. No, that's letterboxed. We'll just do this. Oh. Weird.
Vanquish.
Sam, how's the view on your monitor?
Looking good. The scenery's a little bland, though.
All right, let's proceed with functionality testing. We're starting with electro-optical targeting systems calibration.
Sam, I'm going to display a virtual target. Try to follow it visually. If things seem backwards, let me know and I'll adjust the optical nerve sensors.
You know, this is a real pain in the ass. How many times you guys gonna make me do this?
It's important we have baselines, Gideon. Just because you can read a manual doesn't mean you know what you're doing.
True. You know I know what I'm doing, so let's do something different. What's on today's test schedule?
Look, I know you're in a rush to get to the bar, but we've got a lot to go over. Passing full control to you now.
Very well. I think that's enough for today's test.
Good job, Sam.
That little workout made me hungry. Elena,
Yeah.
going for some Luckies?
My box of tissues. Hold on.
The Order of the Russian Star now welcomes you to the inauguration of a new Russian state. My order is now the only authority in Russia.
I don't know how long I can work today. I'm hoping I can work the whole day. It'll be a short day, so maybe. Oh shit, it is Madam President.
There is but one way to prevent the destruction of New York City. Your complete and unconditional surrender.
My fellow Americans, today has been a day of great tragedy. San Francisco will never be the same. And the toll of our war has increased by countless men, women, and children. Their loss is deeply felt by every American. To those who have committed this heinous act, we say firmly, we will not negotiate with those who wish to destroy us. Our strength is unmatched, our will resolute. We will be victorious. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
SCO-1 Providence is currently under the control of those responsible for the coup in Moscow. We believe the operation is being led by a Red known as Zaitsev. Oh yeah. This is Sam. DARPA sent him to come along with us. Men, we've got 8 hours to stop New York from becoming the next San Francisco. Make no mistake.
I like that. It's out of context. It's really funny.
Stop
Yeah.
that from happening.
Sam, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but your new friends don't seem too fond of you.
DARPA operatives take their orders directly from
One of those
the
military
system.
issue miniskirts.
These guys are just interested in
You know.
growing their territory.
Sam,
Oh my goodness.
remember why you're here.
Just listen to me. The American government has been betrayed by one of its own. You two are the only ones I can trust with this information. The Russian military is planning on using the microwave energy array to attack the U.S. As its designer, I cannot abide this misuse for such a heinous purpose. You know what must be done.
We'll get the professor back. This place, hell, even this suit runs on his energy designs. He's too valuable to kill.
I know.
This the toy you've been working on? Not even scratched. You did get some training in this thing, right?
Our simulators are very thorough. They did quite a number on you, huh? We could use you as a test subject at DARPA. What the fuck, man?
You're not allowed to smoke on the ship.
So got Marathon this weekend again. I keep hearing about it on podcasts. It's like, man, I know I was having fun with it. I just suck. I have to accept the fact that you have to murder everybody in the game.
Get on board, sir. We're ready for wheels up. Hoorah!
Come on, you ape. Wanna live forever?
I don't know, it's one of those games that when it came out, I kept forgetting the name. It's one of those games that you look at and you're like, man, you see the cover, and it blends in with a million other games at that time. But people said it was really cool, so... I think somebody gifted it to me a while ago. Either they gifted it to me or I bought it on like sale for like $10. But I haven't really put time into it. Like again, tonight, I gotta go to work in like 5 hours or whatever, so... Something to go back to sleep. But here we are. I have been looking for more and more games on Steam that are from like the PS2/3 era or Xbox 360 era. Like when I would hear people talk about this, like I guess, you know, when you, so I remember some of the reviews that came out was because Gears of War was popular then. Oh man, it's like, where's this voice coming from? All right, yeah, when the game came out, there were some of the reviews that were popping up where people were complaining because they're like, well, it's just like Gears of War, but you just die. And it's because they were playing it because, you know, Gears of War is the cover shooter, so is what it is. But I think what they said they want you to do in the game is to like go, and that wasn't super common at the time. Like they would, instead of you sitting back there like that, they would much rather have you like in the action, like doing stuff. When you go back now, I feel like there's more games that have combo systems like that, you know, that want you to engage. Oops. But none of it was like new. It's just that, you know, there were so many games back then that played it like safe. It was cover-based shooters. That was what was popular at the time. Cover-based shooters and like kind of realistic shooters. Oh man, I keep looking at those games because I installed. So I'm using controller, of course. I'm playing this on the Legion Go, but I keep staring at Max Payne 1 and 2 because I really want to play through that entire series again. What it is I want to play through 2 and 3, but you know, 1 is also, I guess, yeah, 1 is a classic. 1 is definitely a classic. I prefer 2 and 3. 3 is one of those games that I think gets a lot of hate just because it's different. But I think anybody that actually played the game would be like, oh yeah, this game is awesome. Even the multiplayer in 3 was pretty cool. Like the, I think they had like a team-based thing where you have like, you know, different groups that you might have like the police and the whatever they were, I guess the criminals. Like the local like Brazilian gangs and stuff. Oh, the game was so good. I think the thing that made me appreciate that game was like I was playing in the beginning, I was like, alright, whatever. And the slow-mo stuff, you know, what was that movie, Man on Fire? It is definitely, it's a game that I think people forget about. It's very unfortunate. But it holds up. Oh, this thing over here is shooting at me. I didn't realize that.
Have some juice.
I don't even know if Max Payne 3 is necessarily overhated. I feel like it's more misunderstood. It's a thing that, you know, probably somebody on a podcast or whatever, like some gaming magazine a long time ago was like, oh, this game sucks. Oh, Stranglehold. So, Stranglehold, speaking of games from that generation, I bought it on GOG. And my problem with that game is that there's something about the LOD where it just like, it literally just makes me sick. I don't know why.
This is gonna be fun.
I tried, or not the LOD, my bad, the FOV. I tried adjusting it to make it better, but like I cannot get it right. But it's, I don't know, maybe I think I'm playing it too fast. It's one of the only games I have that has that issue. Turok is a classic one, but it's something, I think what it is like the camera is kind of more zoomed in than I remember behind you, and you move around really quick. Yeah, there's so many games from that time period that I just don't think got the love they deserved. Mostly because, you know, people were, everybody wanted to play at the time. It was like Call of Duty was popular, Mass Effect, BioShock. So if you had like a game that was more action-packed, people were just kind of like, I guess they just weren't understanding it. Like everybody wanted, you know, cool brown buff dudes taking cover. That's how you get Army of Two. Like Army of Two definitely feels closer to Gears of War than this does. Who was shooting at me? Oh, see, the way that they like die and turn into like torsos that are shooting at you is weird. I didn't get to play that. That's one of those games that I heard, the one that was based on the movie, but it's not. I hear that game is amazing. Maybe amazing is too strong of a word. I know people, what it was that people liked about it was that game, from what I remember, it had it was like an M. Everything else that was coming out from Marvel at the time, you know, was pretty PG-13. You know, they got to appeal to as many people as possible. This is before, you know, what's it called? Deadpool. I distinctly remember people talking about, like, I guess you could take dudes and, like, rip them up. Like, literally just, like, decapitate them or, like, you know, rip up them, like, helicopter blades and stuff. Sounded pretty awesome. There is a place for those. There's definitely a place for those. Games that are just fun. Or like, you know how the game plays, and you can kind of cut your mind off and just be awesome. Well, I'm going to have to start doing one of these days. At some point, I'm going to have to start turning the difficulties down in games, because I hear people talk about some of that stuff like, oh, if you play this game, you put it on like easy, it's like a power trip. Not this game specifically, but just in general. That always sounds nice. Instead of, you know, whatever this experience is. Like, there is a place for, I'm going to put a lot of effort in, but, you know, sometimes you come home and you just want to kill some dudes. It's like Prototype. Prototype is a perfect game for that. Prototype is a game where, like, it seems like what you should be doing is just straight up murdering dudes, but as you get further into that game, it gets harder and harder. Oh, man. Trying to use my melee attack and messed up. Yeah, there's a lot of brown games. I remember there was a E3, maybe it was like 2009 or something like that. And there was a, it might have been 1UP that had published this article. And they were just showing screenshots, and it was like, guess what game this is? And it was like 4 years, whatever year that they announced like Killzone 2. Killzone 2, I think, is a really cool looking game. But it fits into that same category, unfortunately. It was just like, here's a game that is realistic looking, and it's bleak, and it uses, you know, muted colors, which is all the rage at the time, which, man, that was the time. you had Killzone. It was like Killzone 2, maybe World at War. Call of Duty World at War was out. Borderlands got the art style change, and like the thing about Borderlands, like at least they do have the what's it called? The it's like light cell shading in the first game. But you know, it's something, but it's also, it's still, at the end of the day, it's still a game where you're like running through like brown deserts and stuff.
Sam, back up. You're moving too far forward.
Don't worry.
I'm saying don't worry while I'm getting completely lit up by all these dudes over here. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. My name is Sam. Sam I am. Wolfenstein. That Wolfenstein game is another game that is definitely, to me, the one that, was it Raven Software before the reboot trilogy or whatever you want to call it? Like that game to me is, it was so cool. It was just different. It was like, I guess it was like the way that they embraced the sci-fi stuff even more than like
Picking up some sort of interference on the
well, I guess you can call it a trilogy.
temporal.
It's like the Old Blood, the New Order, and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. So I can just be this dude. Just break this thing down. I know they want me to like do something. I just don't want to. It's gotta be more mindless. Big man shoot gun. That's what I need.
Enemy reinforcements are closing in on your position.
Are there any other ways to get up top?
It looks like you're just going to have to fight through this one. The gate's open now.
Good. Let's go.
This angle is so weird. Oh no, can I step on them? Disappointing. That's a no. Oh my goodness.
We're clear. All clear. All clear. Area clear.
E4 deal.
The main gate is above you.
Girls
You
over
need to
here
get up there
using
and open it.
the Meta Quest interface.
Burns, I need some backup.
Franklin, Rios, you two escort Sam. Everyone else, provide cover.
I need some backup. Here's 2 generic soldiers. I wonder how that's gonna go.
2 enemy transports approaching from the rear.
Prepare to intercept enemy transports.
This is gonna be fun.
They're gonna let me blow this thing up? No, they're not. Man, the vibration of the thing is pretty intense, I must say. I don't need that right now.
A heat sources coming up from within the substructure.
Need a bit more intel than that.
Data analysis complete. It's highly probable we're looking at the Russian KNRB-0 Argus robot. that's been
Space
at the center of
Russians.
the arms control debate.
Oh, shit! I think I'm gonna need a bigger gun.
So this game is developed in Japan, clearly, but I guess it's like the U.S. versus the Russians, the space Russians.
It's a monocoque design. They sacrificed armor for payload capacity, so the outer shell should have some strength issues.
Oh man.
Rather go all out than bother with defense. Time to hit hard and make him regret it.
So I remember one of the things that came up with this game was where are the controls at? Somebody asked the developers like, oh, like why can you smoke cigarettes, or why does the guy smoke so much? And they're like, oh, I think he just said, he's like, I think smoking looks cool. I think when people do in action movies it looks cool, which he's not wrong. Like, man, when I was younger, seeing people smoke, like having candy cigarettes, what is this? Okay, so there's a button for that. Yes. They're like, does it do anything? He's like, no, it just looks cool. Like, it's just a thing that you can do. Just have a cigarette. Why not? That's no good. Almost makes me wish I had planned out using that machine gun better. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What could go wrong? Assault rifle. Oh, I forgot this is over here. Oh wait, look. I didn't use this one, I think. Legs. Jerk. I was pretty sure this cover was gone, but nope. I guess I'm good.
It initiated its transformation. Most likely to connect
Oh no.
to the red fire its large
Oh
transformation.
boy. Of course it's another phase. Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah.
That's the generator.
Burns, you hear that?
Yeah, I heard. Bravo! Everyone fire on that floor!
Damn. Damn. Give me a QTE. What was that? I don't know what stick that was. It just showed me rotate a stick. Shit, I have no ammo. What do I do about the
The
situation?
enemy is jamming me. I can't hack in.
Can I go downstairs? I can. I don't know. I ran out of ammo. Don't know what to do there.
Not what I was after, but it'll do.
I don't think that guy's gonna make it home. Oh yeah.
It initiated its transformation. Most likely to connect to its generator and fire its large radius laser.
This will come in handy.
Can you see the core at the center of its torso?
Yeah.
We need to get to the
That's the
damn
generator.
thing. Come on.
Burns, you hear that?
Bravo! Everyone fire on that floor!
Get out of the way!
What is this? I'm going to assume this is the left stick. Dude. So weird. That arm's gone. That's disappointing. Is that right? We're good? We move the dude up? Sweet.
Objective complete. Well done.
If you say so.
No time for pissing in the wind. Let's go.
Gladly.
I've opened the main gate.
Bravo, advance through the gate. Keep it closed until reinforcements arrive. Can we adapt that teleportation system to get around the colony?
We're still working on that at DARPA.
And you haven't tried it on humans yet?
No. But when we did try it out, we had a rat who literally had its head shoved up its ass.
Figures that's the best you could do.
Why are there no subtitles? This dialogue is amazing. They're on. I just don't see them.
Hey, it'll be at least 3 more years before we can get a human in that state.
You're going to be rendezvousing with friendlies ahead. Sending over coordinates.
Understood. Bravo, move out.
You like machine gun too. I'm gonna tap out of this. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know. This game is very fast. Oh yeah, you know what? Platinum. I was like, you know what? This reminds me of Bayonetta for some reason. It is a Platinum game. It's the art style. This feels like that era of Sega when they were experimenting. Another great Saturday game. This game feels like a weekend rental to me. I mean, I did when I was younger. I definitely rented this game, but I didn't really get it. I remember I was dating a gal, and she told me this is one of her favorite games of all time. And she didn't play a lot of games, so mm-mm. Mm. Did I kickflip crook to shove it out? Crazy. This is just things that people do. This is just what people do now. The library? What do you think is inside this book that is titled Ghosts, Demons? It is a phrase. It says, oh, to you, the reader, best beware of ghosts and demons everywhere. All kinds and sizes, short and tall, fat, skinny, big and small. But don't worry or run away. Ghosts and demons just want to play. To play, they need a boy and girl, so these new friends can join this world. To invite them over, say this line: it is ghosts and demons time. Great. But first, practice and rehearse, for you must say it in reverse. Cool. This is fresh, man. Let's say it together. Okay. Whatever you say, Zeke. Emmet, Snowmet, Nods, Song, CT. Great. It is Ghost and Demons time? What's happening, Zeke? I have waited for so long for somebody to release me. Now I can conquer all the different time dimensions with the help of my minions. What have we done? We are doomed. No way, man. I am going to fight this ugly demon dude and send him back to his freaky dimension. This makes me want to play pinball. I'm with you, Zeke. Yeah, I didn't know about this game when I was younger. I knew what I had heard of Zombies at My Neighbors, but I had never heard of this. I think so clearly there's 2 games in the series, but I think there is. Oh, look at that! You can run. So I think there was like a Hercules game or something that was also kind of connected in a weird way. Alright, so when I was younger, I stayed about an hour away from here. Dude, is this thing not dying? Is this not just not dying? This sucks. Anyway, so I stayed about an hour away from here, where I'm at right now. It was actually, so my grandma stayed down the street in the same place. They would let me go to Blockbuster, and they would also take me by the grocery store. So what I remember doing back then is I would sit there and, because they would go, getting like groceries the weekend. What I would do is I would disappear into where the magazines were, and I would sit there, rent a game, and then I would go look for the cheat codes for that game. And again, this is before people had cell phones. So I would bring like a notepad with me, and I would like write down the codes. If I couldn't get the magazine, I'd write down the codes. But I also remember distinctly getting like, what is it? The Red Baron deep dish, like single pizzas. And that would be my weekend. Like I would be so happy. I'd be over here and they might make me do chores on Saturday, but the thing is, like, the fact that I just had freedom, like, you know, to play games, I don't have to worry about my brother or anything like that. Awesome. I was incredibly happy. See you later, dude. What? I don't want to waste the keys on doors I can open. I like that sound. I couldn't realize, or I didn't realize what it was, but it's supposed to be the sound of the arrow making content or something. Do anything with that. Oh, you can jump. Oh, wait, what? Man, this game is amazing. This is this way over here. Where the hell's over here? Okay, it's not the birds. I was gonna be mad if it was gonna be the birds I gotta save too. I need to get back in here somehow. I know how to get in here, I just don't know how to get up to this space here. Dude, if I end up getting sent home early from work, this is definitely going to be a thing. I'm definitely going to get like one of those like pizzas, like a Red Baron pizza or something like that, and just throw it in the oven, and that'll be the start of the weekend. It sounds like a good time. You can't recapture those moments that you had as a kid, but at the same time, like some of that stuff just doesn't change. I have so many old cartoons on my computer that are also like, to me, like, I get that they're old and they're not for everybody, but for me, like, I can watch them again. Like, I watched one recently with a friend. Like, yeah, it's totally fine. Outside. Ow. Ow. I beat a level. Got me. You see this one collection's on here. What is it? Blizzard collection? Let me also add this thing to my wish list before it disappears. Simply Planes 2 came out. There are games that are coming out of the blue in the last like week or two. And I'm just like, wait, what? And I see them like, yo, this why aren't people talking about this? Do I want to add these free games to my library? I don't think I care. Whatever. Add to account. Nocturnal and 8 a.m. No, man. Am I distracted? Clearly. Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered is overwhelmingly positive? When did that happen? When did that become a thing? Strongly disagree. Oh boy, let's go. I was trying to see if that what's it called game is on here. The Blizzard collection that has Lost Vikings, but no, it's not. This is no good. I have to remember that this is from a different time. I was like, oh man, look, they got fake Super Nintendos in here. It's like, no, this would have been relevant at the time. Makes sense. Oh no, we got ghosts. You can open doors? What is this? Nah, I don't mean like doors, I mean like whatever those are. Like, it's like chests? Shit. Sweet, that is health. Long guy. Okay, so I don't know if you have to be in front of it at a certain angle or something. Amazing. Yeah, you can still swim. Fantastic. Interesting. A lot more stuff in this game that you can like interact with than I expected. Get away from here. We got. Still got 6 victims, and there's no mini map. That's a bit of a bummer. I was hoping, I was like, all right, because I can open everything else. Maybe I can open the registers, but I guess not. That's fine. So I was on my last life. Anything in this game that live can't live. Well, easy. I'm gonna go ahead and stop here because it's already after 2 o'clock, and like I said, I gotta be up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, get ready for work. So, if I get the boot from work, I'll be on early. If not, I guess I'll be on later in the afternoon. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you later. Peace. Have a good night.